Hello, HWE 1061. Happy Monday. It is June 8th, and today is the last week, not week, last day of week two. Um, so that is just like my friendly reminder to have you get everything in by this evening. As a little reminder, everything is due on Monday night. And this week we were looking at chapter two, and we were looking at behavior change, what behavior change looks like, and kind of behavior change models across the board. You guys set some goals in the discussion, so that was one thing that is due this week is your discussion, in which you set some SMART goals. So SMART being specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So making these goals very specific is important. Putting a way to measure them is important. Putting a time frame or a time limit on them is important. So we can set the goal, we know we can measure it by this point, and by this point we can see if we've reached that goal, and either continue on with a new goal or restart and make something more attainable. So you also had a weekly log. So most of you did your weekly log in week one. If you missed it in week one, week two might be your first one, and you might be getting just used to it today. So it was asking of you to record your physical activity throughout the week. The intensity, I want to know which days you did it. I want to know how you felt about it after you set goals and your intentions for the week. And then also looking the same thing about your food intake. So filling out the dietary log portion of that. Again, I've mentioned this before, but you may use whatever measurements you would like, whatever units resonate best with you. So if you use ounces or you use cups or you use grams, that's fine. You use whatever you need to make it mean something to you. And then there is the try something new fitness activity. That is your activity for the week. And then lastly is the chapter 2 quiz. So those four things, same as usual: log, discussion, activity, and the quiz. So I hope this message finds you well. I hope you had a great weekend, and touch base with me if you're having some concerns. All right, take care.